In the previous lecture, we set up our development environment using Google Colab. Now we're ready to dive into the first step of the compilation process, lexing. A lexer, or tokenizer, breaks down a program's code into smaller components called tokens. These tokens help the compiler understand the structure of the program. Today, we'll start by building the foundation of our lexer, creating a token class that holds the essential information for each part of our program. Let's start by building a simple class in Python that represents a token. Here's the code for our token class. Now, what exactly is a class? In Python, a class is like a blueprint for creating objects. Think of it like a template. When we create a new token, we're creating an object from this blueprint. Each token will have a type and a value. For example, we can create 3 tokens like this. Token 1 has a value of result with type of variable. Token 2 has a value of 5 with type of integer. Token 3 has a value of plus with type of plus operator. You may wonder, why do we need type? Let's take a real-world analogy. Imagine you're reading a recipe and the word mix appears. How would you know whether it's an action, a verb, or an ingredient, a noun? Without knowing the context, it's hard to make sense of what to do. That's exactly what happens if we don't give the computer the type of the token. It won't know what each part of the code represents. For instance, let's look at this line of code. If we just store the raw values without types, it might look like this. But these are just values. The computer doesn't know what they mean. Now, let's add types to make it clearer. Now the computer knows. Result is a variable, so it's treated as a variable. 5 and 3 are integers, so they are numbers. Plus is a plus operator, so the computer knows to perform an addition. Equal is an assign, so it knows to store the result of the operation in result. The type adds meaning and structure to each token, helping the lexer understand how to process the code. To make our codes easy to debug in the future, let's now add a string method to make the tokens easier to understand when we print them. Print is a built-in function in Python to facilitate printing. When you call print on an object, Python automatically looks for the string method and calls it to produce a human-readable output. With this string method, we can now easily see the type and value of each token, making it much clearer what each part of the program represents. To recap, we have designed our token class in this lecture. The type adds meaning to the token. It helps the lexer and the compiler understand whether it's dealing with a variable, a number, or an operator. This is crucial for the later stages of the compilation process.